What's up, cats? We are in Palau, and I had lived in Micronesia and Guam for a short stint, and I made some really good homies there. And they're from Palau, and they would always talk about Palau, and it became a big destination for me to visit because it's a mecca for scuba diving. As you can see, the water's just insane, crystal clear. But living in Guam, I learned a lot about Micronesia and just like island culture and life. And I wanted to come out to Palau because it's an even smaller nation and just talk about life in Palau and see what it's like actually like. And so we're gonna be out here with some of my homies, and they're gonna show me what life is like, what it was like growing up here, getting out on the water, and it's just really exposing the culture, the lifestyle, and the insane beauty. This is really a hidden paradise. It's just like blowing my mind, and I haven't even scratched the surface. So let's keep going. Some quick background about the Republic of Palau. It's an island nation in the western Pacific of Micronesia, with a population of around 18,000 people, making it one of the least populous countries in the world. And the main languages spoken are English and Palauan, which you'll hear throughout this video. It has about 500 islands and is a diver's mecca with some of the best scuba diving for marine life in the world. Outside of diving communities, no one really knows about Palau, including myself before living in Micronesia. I definitely learned a lot about the history and just daily life in this country. Starting off the video, you'll see us driving around and seeing what development is like, different states and towns of the main island, and Coror, the main city of Palau, and really first just being exposed to what Palau is like. I can't even imagine waking up to that. Like, what the And then you're telling me you can go down there and kayak all through all that.
Oh, yes.
So what, there's like a dock down there?
Yes, 2-minute drive.
Like, this is, you wake up, you get your coffee, whatever you want to do. You can't get these views. People are sleeping on Palau. This is insane. Four-story building, roof access. Bruh, paradise. Literally paradise.
Oh, yeah.
And nobody knows about it.
This is where we grow our vegetables and pineapples and bananas and papaya. So this is our little garden.
And do they just sell all that in the market?
No, we just eat it.
You just
this
pick
is
it?
for us. I own that land, so we're just growing stuff on it.
It's crazy, bro.
So this is the little town of Zermatt. Beautiful views, beautiful Nico Bay.
You said Zermatt?
Zermatt.
Zermatt.
N-G-E-R-M-I-D.
Zermatt.
Yeah, Zermatt. Really nice people.
They just be back here. What do people be doing for work out here? Like, say, like someone out here, like
A lot of
really
people
anything?
work for the government.
Okay.
This is our little store, convenience store, Wilson's store. Everybody knows this store. And laundry. So a lot of people either work for the government, they work for, there's two big corporate businesses here, retail, or they just work with their family, small, locally owned small businesses.
Mom and pop shops.
Yeah.
And then you have people coming in and out, going to school in the U.S. and Taiwan.
Yeah, after high school, usually.
Well, Seth was saying a bunch, like a surplus of people will leave like every few years or something.
Oh, yeah. We'll do like, after high school, we have a community college here. So they'll work on the associates and then most likely get a scholarship abroad. And that happens every year.
But there's still a lot of people who have like never left Palau. born and raised.
Yeah, like I was gone 10 years and I came back. And I'd go to the same spot and it's the same people doing the same thing.
I mean, it's funny how like you'll find that isolation, you know, naturally on like an isolated place like an island, but then you'll also find it like in like landlocked spots.
Yeah.
Whether it be like a small mountain town where it's like physically to get out,
Mhm.
or like a small town in the south where people
Yeah.
just like fall into their ways.
The further south and north you go, the more like slow it gets. Here, you're gonna want to view this.
And then we're just coming up on this. Wow. Kids just be coming down, shooting hoop down here with this insane view.
Mhm.
Crystal clear water. There, you got some fishies in there.
Here.
Wow. A hidden paradise. Truly a hidden paradise.
Hey, where's the...
Palau is not real, bro. Palau is not real. Purchase this land, you're building prefabricated.
homes?
This double rainbow. I'm
Yeah.
about to cry, bro.
Labor in Palau. A lot of the Filipinos, they work as an engineer or foreman.
A lot of it's all outsourced.
Yeah, it's all outsourced. And then just like unskilled labor. We got a lot of folks from Bangladesh. And they love it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you guys like outsource for that? You just like people know people
No,
Like-
you have to go through the whole process, the government
of
process
like finding it.
of
finding the
applying
workers.
for a working permit. So first you go through a recruiting agency, or you just know somebody that you want to hire, and then you go to the labor office, and there's a whole, you got to do all the paperwork. You got to make sure they're clear, the police clearance, and the contracts are good. They're making enough money to survive here. And then once your permit is released, you get a 1-year or 2-year working visa, and you can renew that as long as they want. But yeah,
And you pay for the visa?
yeah, we pay for everything.
Yeah.
This
This
was
plot
a
of land?
slope. Yeah, it was all jungle, and it was a slope that went from the road straight down. So we had to we used
Build
all
the
this
support
rock.
wall.
We built this wall here, and then filled up with soil, and then now we're building a retaining wall. It's going to come up about 40 feet. It's going to connect to the rock wall, and then we're just going to fill it up all the way. And then the 2-story building will be here where we're standing, facing
Facing out.
southwest.
And then you just got ocean views, sunset views, clear sky, like
Oh yeah.
no
Mountain view in the back.
you got rainbows.
Beautiful birds. White birds.
It's really paradise, bro. I cannot get over it. I need to pause and break some things down because while with my friends, KB kept saying something about crocodiles, which I thought he was just making some joke I didn't understand because I had no idea there were crocodiles in Palau until I saw this.
Big boy. This is ribeye and that one's Calvi. This is who you meet when you don't pay your bills.
And that right there is ribeye. They caught him in Peleliu, and we took a ferry boat all the way out here.
Wait, they caught him in Peleliu? There's crocodiles out there?
Yes, sir.
So there's crocodiles out there and they just caught him and then they came back and they were like,
too. He came from Peleliu too.
and they were like, yo, you want some pet crocodiles or what's
Yeah,
up?
they just called me up, say, hey, we got some crocodiles. You want to buy them? Shoot, why not?
I had
Yeah,
pet iguanas
so-
growing up,
so we
but
had-
no crocodiles.
So we had 2 baby ones, and Einstein here threw the first one in here, thinking
Oh,
Gonna live here with the big one.
And then
The big one ended up eating the small one.
The next morning he was missing. Who knows? He could have jumped out of here.
there's a crocodile on the
we'll
loose.
stick to that story.
What's his name?
Calvi.
Calby.
Oh, what?
So do you take him on walks or like?
Oh, I have a video. Me taking out a lechon on a walk. So lechon is the name of the first baby one. The RT lechon.
These fools have some crocodile. And so there's native crocodiles on.
I'm looking at him right now.
The whole Palau.
Really? Damn, I never knew that. That's crazy.
You think we imported these?
I don't know, dude.
That would've been
You
a
haven't been to Thailand, dude. Yo, when we go to Thailand, I'll take you to JJ Market. It's the world's.
Yo, he's hungry. He's hungry.
Bro,
Right,
don't make
boy.
him bite that. Bro,
Right, boy.
out of here.
He's hungry, bro.
What do you feed them? Like chicken and
No, they eat beef.
beef?
And chicken.
Yeah, they eat some chicken. They eat anything.
You know, he brought a live chicken.
The strongest bite in the world.
The Palau, the famous
Palau Pacific Resort. Do you know which one is the oldest resort in Palau?
This is it.
This is it, really?
This is it.
The still existing.
Yeah. I mean, look at this immaculate tree above us.
Or you
Yeah,
might,
bro.
That's honestly insane with this.
you know,
With the fern.
This is actually a crazy tree.
it's called a monkey pot.
Dugong.
Hand carved.
Whoa.
Hand carved, bro.
Whoa.
You know, I can estimate this thing would cost maybe, say, 10 grand.
Oh, I would say more, honestly.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, how old is this resort?
40 years old. We're
40
celebrating our
years?
40th
Oh, there it
anniversary.
is.
On
Yeah.
December 12th, 1984,
Damn, that's crazy.
before Palau became independent.
Wow. How long have you been working here?
Since December, but this was my first high school job back in the 90s.
Really? Did you ever, like, leave Palau and come back?
A couple of times.
Yeah?
Different times.
Did you go out in college and somewhere else?
Yeah, went to high school and college outside of Palau.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you always come back?
Always come back.
40 years of excellence. Look at this.
It's crazy.
He's like postcard perfect.
Literally. Wow.
But they got bungalows over the water.
Just a few?
Just a few. Then we got like
And then
5 or 6.
that whole area that we drove through
Those are all
was
the
all like
rooms.
villas and
Yeah.
stuff.
These are rooms. All the rooms here. Those are rooms. They have a Lilai spa. It's a Balinese massage.
Okay.
And then over there is the pier, so you can pull up on a boat too if you wanted. And then if you see on top of that island, there's like a waiting house. There's like a
Oh yeah, yeah. Like a little gazebo.
like gazebo, yeah. So you can check out the sunset from there. Yeah, man.
And look at how not busy it is.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Slowly picking up. It's been like this since after COVID.
We like
Yeah.
it this way. It's only for us.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
We're here to share
Yeah.
the beauty.
Hopefully you'll bring more people.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I'll try. Yeah, I'll eat whatever, dude. I'm here
And
for
then,
it.
one will vibe. Oh, grab that. One, do you?
Tell us pieces.
One.
One.
Do you want?
One is soup, one soup,
Jangal. Vibe.
and service charge. So
All right,
that's
you're
the
worth
total.
it. You're worth it.
Of course.
Now you know Palau's expensive.
Yeah. I mean, it's an island, so it's what I expect.
Buy that for $3, but
Yeah. So have you guys been just coming to this resort on the regulars since like you were young, or
Yeah, like birthdays,
special events?
high school
Special
parties. You know.
Do you guys have like prom and dances
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. Not here, but you
not
don't.
savages.
Like after prom parties.
It's a different country. You don't know. I mean, I would assume a lot because it's like pretty Americanized in a lot of ways, and you have like Catholic schools and stuff too. So
Pretty Western, just Palau way. You
Yeah.
should see our Capitol building. It
What?
looks like the White House, but it has like tribal
oh, really?
paintings and stuff.
It's crazy because then I'll see you guys and everybody just like go in and out of speaking Palauan and English.
So there's three national languages. There's English, there's broken English, and then there's Palau. So it depends who you talk to, and you switch.
Yeah, those guys were speaking broken English and Palauan
Yeah.
when I was drinking with them, for sure. For context, I am talking about my very first day in Palau, which I did not record. I was walking around waiting for my friends and found myself drinking with some random Palauan guys at 11 a.m. in the park. They invited me over and I drank with them for like 2 hours, just drinking, jamming to music, and doing beetle nut, which is something we'll learn about later.
Like how broken?
One of them, I think he was just so up. He was the one who kept thanking me for America taking care of Palau. And I was just like, I didn't do anything.
You said you're welcome.
Yeah, and then he's like, "You're from Arizona, right?" And I'm like, "I'm from Ohio."
For the 5th time.
Yeah, they're like, he's like, "Oh, thank you, America, thank you." He's like, wait, from Arizona," and we're all like, "Ohio." What are you talking about, bro? Do you guys have a cheers in Palauan?
Dolim.
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 Dolim. Yeah, this is literally exactly what I thought this was gonna be.
See, you got a shark with it. You got a shark that says Palau.
Dude, the sunset is insane, and there's like 5 people here. What? You know, I'm just canceling my flight back.
I should have been trying to tell you since you got here yesterday. It's only been a day.
Welcome to Palau, baby.
Sunset's crazy. Dolim? Dolim? I gotta. This is the stuffed crab with coconut milk.
That's right.
Local crab?
Local land crabs.
Parrotfish. I had parrotfish for the first time yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Tarot soup.
Mm-hmm.
Taro soup. Taro soup.
It's green.
It's green.
Coconut rice.
What was this?
That's taro croquette with cheese.
What is that? What is
It's like taro stuffed with cheese, deep fried.
Okay.
And this is coconut rice.
Coconut rice.
And this is our local nut.
And you
And
just.
you eat it like any other nut.
I can't with this.
And this is the
Sashimi.
fresh sashimi Pacific tuna.
Pacific tuna.
Fresh from our backyard.
Damn. So where do they source like this fish?
The fishermen catch it and then they sell
It's
it
just like
directly.
all locally
Local.
in the community.
It goes from what do you call this? Ocean to table. There's no middleman. Fishermen to.
The freshest of the fresh.
Oh yeah. The crab.
Start with the crab.
All right, coconut crab.
After technical difficulty. Shouts out George though. He's really getting into the video and sharing
I don't know, man. He
the
might
cuisine.
just pizza fire him, bro.
He's too excited. He's too focused on.
This is what happens when you work for free. So let me
Coconut
guess.
crab.
Tastes like coconut and crab.
Yeah, but honestly, it would probably go really good with this.
The finadeni? Oh yeah. You slap some rice in there. Ooh, not just any rice, coconut rice.
Coconut on what is it? Finadeni?
Yep. Under a coconut tree.
Under a coconut tree.
This is Seth. He's Aboriginal Palauan.
The original. The original.
The original Palauan. Meanwhile, oh yeah.
And the funniest thing about all of this is you're all cousins.
Why is that funny, bro?
Because all I hear from every islander is like, oh yeah, that's my cousin, or oh, we're gonna go check out my cousin's place. Oh yeah, you know KB, yeah, that's Seth's cousin. It's cousin.
It's easier than having to explain like the full relation.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah, we're
sure.
cousins.
I can just bite
Yeah.
into this?
To be honest, I've never had that one before.
You gotta wrap it with the.
But I know what it
No,
is. It's taro and cheese. Let me see the inside. Interesting.
What is it?
It's taro and cheese, deep fried. They call it a taro croquette. But you know what? You can't beat this. Fresh tuna.
Is taro local?
Yeah, taro's local. Fresh tuna caught this morning. From boat to table.
With the sauce, it's fire.
With the sauce.
And you never had this.
Palau.
What dishes would you guys grow up eating on Palau?
Canned foods.
Spam?
That's like the shortcut. Like, hey,
Yeah.
mom's not.
Because like if like a typhoon comes through, because you guys import a lot of meats, so like shipment gets delayed. You don't have a lot of like fresh meats other than what's accessible on the island.
Yeah, but we also, honestly, a lot of Palau's prefer chicken.
Yeah, and there's a lot of chickens all over
If
the
we're
island.
talking like local, this would be like what would you eat?
Yeah.
Fish, crab.
And I remember
Rice.
growing up, there's always a pot of fish like on the stove.
Oh really?
I try to avoid it, but
Why?
it's always, because growing up, I'm young, you know.
You're
little
like,
kid,
I don't want to eat
like
that.
fish soup, spam,
Fish?
fried spam.
Fish soup? You're about that fried spam life?
Oh hell yes, fried spam and eggs, man. It's funny because we have a lot of fresh tuna. But growing up, we like, there's like tuna in the can.
Yeah.
I think it's cocoto or coco tuna. They catch it here, and then it gets sold in auction in Japan, and then we import the canned tuna from Japan. So it's kind of funny, but
It does like a full rotation.
yeah. So we like tuna. You mix it with like the kimchi, a little bit of soy sauce. Some people add a little bit of mayo on hot rice. Mix it up. Oh man. What do you think, KB?
I'm gonna just smile.
But you guys grew up like fishing a lot? Like do like most families just like all grow up like on the water?
At least once a week.
Really? So after this insane sunset and drinks, we headed out to a new restaurant called Zigu Japanese Bistro for some incredible dinner, and I made some new friends there who taught me more about the influences on Palau, like Taiwanese tourism.
He came here to work, but he hosted some Chinese TV show. Yeah, with the Taiwanese.
Because they're really?
Yeah, they have some travel shows, and he was the tour guide.
There's like a lot of Taiwanese tourists who come through Palau?
Yeah, we have a lot of travel shows in Taiwan that introduce Palau, because we've been friendship with Taiwan for 25 years.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, come here, Aboha.
Aboha?
That means big homie.
Aboha?
Abohong. Yeah.
What's your name?
Odalay.
Odale.
Hey.
Odale, nice to meet you. I'm Conor.
Born and raised in Palau.
Have you ever left Palau?
Yeah.
Yeah? Where you go?
I went to Saipan for
Saipan?
like 11 years.
11 years.
Back to Guam for 2 years.
Guam?
That's okay.
But
Okay.
I never see fun like my island.
Yeah, not
Yeah,
like
yeah,
home.
yeah.
Not like home.
Not
Not like home.
I'm 70 years old now. Yesterday.
Happy birthday!
Hey, nice to meet you, man. I'm
Yeah,
proud
47.
to be Palauan.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Proud to be Palau.
Now, with Palau being a scuba diving mecca, of course I had to do some scuba diving while I was here. at the last minute, my friends were able to set up this dive for me where I went to some World War II wrecks and dove my first cave, which was an incredible experience. I love history, so it is awesome and amazing seeing these historic sites, which are just all over Palau, most of them being Japanese bunkers, guns, ships, all because Palau was under Japanese control during World War II. I dove with Miko Marine Dive Shop, and they were super knowledgeable on the history and every site. The owners even discovering some of the dive sites in Palau, so definitely check them out if you're planning to visit Palau for some diving.
It's called Jake Seaplane. It's a Japanese seaplane. It's called Jake because that was the code name that the United States had for this type of aircraft. What's interesting about this is when you go down, you can see that the propellers are straight instead of bent. With most of the other wrecks in Palau, plane wrecks, you can see that the props have been bent because once they fall into the water, the props bend. Since this was a seaplane, it was floating in this spot when it got shut down.
And your dad was just spear diving or
Yeah, he was spearfishing nearby. One of his spearfishing spots is around here, and then he went down and saw the plane. And it was in Skin Diver magazine when it was discovered in the 80s. You can check it out. The story is at the Edison Museum. We have the original Skin Diver magazine page on Jake's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so the guy
It's so crazy.
from US Skin Diver magazine with Mandy Epson were the first one to dive and photograph this Jake seaplane.
That's my mama, who is the photographer. Yeah. Yes, born and raised. My father's from Palau originally. My mom's from the Netherlands, but she came down to Palau as one of the first foreign dive instructors.
Oh, really? So like you came up like diving, like your family was.
Yeah.
So she was like one of the first foreign. Was there a lot of like diving in Palau at that point, or?
There was a lot of diving. I don't know if all of the people who were diving were officially certified.
Sure.
But yeah, diving had been around for a while. Locals had been diving before my mom came to Palau, but she was one of the first PADI certified foreign dive guides.
And would you say there are a lot of Palauans scuba dive, or?
A lot of the older generation do, and then there's a lot of people my age who didn't get certified at a period of time, but now I think the Ministry of Education is doing a good program where they're getting a lot of the youth certified, and we're helping with those programs. So hopefully more locals will start guiding again, because there was a period of time where a lot of foreign tour operators would start up in Palau, and you'd have a lot of Chinese guides.
Well, even in Southeast Asia, from my experience, a lot of the dive shops, they just have like foreigners, just like a bunch of white people.
Yeah.
And which is all cool, but I don't know. I feel like it takes away from like the local culture a little bit.
Yeah, there was a time when the industry was booming here, and the tour industry, and there were so many foreign foreign guides. I mean, most of the liveaboards that are open in Palau are not completely locally owned, so a lot of their guides are going to be foreigners, and you'll see that a lot. But hopefully, like I said, with this new program that the Ministry of Education is running, that the youth will be inspired to start working in the tour industry.
Yeah. And it seemed like Palau kind of took a hit with tourism since COVID.
Yeah.
And do you feel like it's starting to come back, or
slowly? Yeah, it's definitely better than it was last year or even the year before. So
do you guys have highs and lows of people like coming in?
Yeah, so like next month, November, going on towards February is usually pretty busy season, and then when you get more close to the summer, it starts to slow down. So yeah, you have your busy seasons and slow seasons, and because of that, it's been difficult for airlines after COVID to want to commit to come into Palau, because they want to sell flights year round, but then certain seasons, they get more
die off
bookings.
and stuff.
Yeah, we've had very inconsistent airlines since COVID, opening up, closing up, opening up, closing up. We're still looking to get routes to Japan and Korea directly like we used to have, and hopefully, we can bring those markets back.
And so those flights just, they stopped doing them just because there wasn't a demand for it? To come like to and from like Japan or Korea?
Yeah, a lot of flights stopped because of COVID, and then they didn't have enough reason to open up. I mean, you have to analyze the market and see if it's stable, and now it's slowly picking up, so now more airlines are having interest in getting direct routes.
Do you feel like you've seen Palau develop a lot since you were a kid?
Yeah, for sure. It's developed a lot since I was a kid, and then you see what happened after COVID, where a lot of the developments or a lot of the businesses had to close down. But at least we still have a better overall infrastructure than before. When we were still kids growing up, like the road wasn't finished until I was in like high school or something. The compact road.
Oh, really?
So in the past we used to have dirt roads all over the place, especially Babodab. It wasn't all paved. So trips to like Matpang, which my family is from, would only take us now like maybe 15 minutes to 20 minutes to get to from town, whereas in the past it would take like 40 minutes because you'd be on the dirt road. You have to have a good car to make it up there, So
Damn.
These kind of things, changes in development for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And then growing up, they don't teach Palauan in the schools. It's just kind of you pick up on it throughout community.
Well, see, like that's the difference. I think one of the things with me is I come from a household where my parents speak English to each other. Since my mom's not Palauan and my dad's Palauan, the language that they speak to communicate is going to be English, right? And then in school growing up, I went to missionary school, so it's one of the best schools in Palau. Palau Mission Academy, it's a Seventh-day Adventist school, but most of our teachers were missionaries. So when they'd come down, they wouldn't want us speaking Palauan in class because we could be, cheating or like saying
they
bad things, and they wouldn't understand what we're saying, and they could only teach in English.
There's really way too much to fit into one video. This is all basically from my first 2 days in Palau with the homies. I saw some incredible views, ate some great food, drank a lot, and learned a lot about Palau and how these different cultures and countries interact with the Republic of Palau. In the next video, I will show you more of the nation as a whole and get out and exploring on the water, as well as seeing what the U.S. military influence is like.